signs hint at something big, like the enigmatic Rapture. What is it, and how does it connect to biblical prophecies about Israel's future? Discoveries beneath the Al-Aqsa Mosque challenge old beliefs, reshaping our view of this sacred site. Red heifers arrive for purification rituals, linked to the Third Temple. Why are these ceremonies significant, and what role do they play in ancient predictions? Meanwhile, strange trumpet-like sounds echo globally, raising questions about their meaning. Are these signs pointing to ancient prophecies? What could they mean for Israel and the world's future? The world of Israel, a special place close to the hearts of believers, especially Christians who see it as the Holy Land. Recently, it's been in the spotlight due to some pretty spooky signs that have people talking about something big called the Rapture. Now, what's this Rapture all about, and could these signs be telling us something about the end times? Get ready for a journey as we explore these mysterious signs and their meanings. Imagine a future event where followers of Jesus, whether they're still around or have passed away, take a magical trip into the sky to meet their Lord and Savior. It's a special moment symbolizing believers gathering with Christ, creating a sense of unity. Now let's shift our focus to Israel. This nation has a history of dealing with some tough times from its neighbors, as the Holy Scriptures say. The idea is that this tough period is connected to a unique plan God has for Israel, with Satan trying to stir up trouble. The Bible lays out a roadmap for Israel in the end times, involving conflicts, lots of Jewish people returning, a 7-year peace deal with the antichrist, rebuilding the temple in Jerusalem, and getting Israel back on track. One key sign in this series of events is the reconstruction of the Third Temple. This isn't just about putting up a building. It's a huge deal culturally and spiritually, especially for the Orthodox Jewish community. Surprisingly, it's considered even more important than the temples that were destroyed in the past. The roots of this idea stretch back to the Hebrew Bible, where prophets predicted that the Messiah's arrival would coincide with building this new temple. It's like weaving together the past and the future, telling a story rich with cultural and spiritual significance. So, imagine this grand tale. A magical trip to the sky, a nation facing challenges, and a monumental project with deep cultural and spiritual roots. It's like a journey through time and belief, bringing together different pieces of a captivating story. Picture this monumental challenge on the horizon, the designated spot for the Third Temple, earmarked for construction, shares sacred ground with a monumental Islamic structure, the Dome of the Rock. This sparks not just a disagreement, but an intricate and ongoing dispute between Israelis and Palestinians, a protracted struggle over who rightfully claims authority at the revered Temple Mount. This metamorphoses into a geopolitical puzzle of substantial complexity, particularly amplified by the fact that some nations globally refuse to officially recognize Jerusalem as the capital of Israel. Yet, amid this quagmire, the fervent desire to manifest the much-anticipated Third Temple stands resilient. But wait, it's no straightforward undertaking. Enter the added layer of complexity. Muslim individuals, especially women draped in traditional black attire, often scrutinizing Jewish visitors with disapproval. It's akin to tossing another intricately carved piece into an already complex puzzle, creating a tapestry of cultural clash. Muslim leaders maintain an unwavering stance, asserting that there never was a temple at that spot. The Third Temple isn't just a construction endeavor, it's a seismic event for Jewish believers. It symbolizes the rebirth of a sacred site central to their faith. Yet, the journey to build it is anything but smooth. It grapples with multifaceted hurdles, from the tangible challenges of construction to the intricate web of religious and political factors intricately woven into the fabric of the region. This clash of determination and historical disagreements continues to script the ongoing narrative of this sacred site, a narrative brimming with tension and anticipation. And guess what? There's groundbreaking research in the works related to the Temple Mount in Jerusalem, adding more layers to the tale. This place unfolds as a treasure trove of history and religious significance for both Jewish and Muslim communities, a unique crossroads where layers of beliefs and generations intertwine, creating a captivating mosaic of stories that echo through the ages, leaving an indelible mark on the sands of time. Venture with me into the depths of recent revelations beneath the Al-Aqsa Mosque, akin to stumbling upon an unexpected treasure trove, a clandestine space where ancient Jewish rituals for spiritual cleansing once held sway. But why does this discovery carry such weight? In the tapestry of Islamic tradition, this mosque is believed to have roots reaching back to the venerated patriarch Abraham, rendering it a revered sanctuary across diverse faiths. Here's where the narrative deepens. Envision Robert Hamilton, a British archaeologist spurred by seismic events, going on a quest to unearth the mosque's foundational secrets. What lay beneath? A concealed jewel. A mikveh, a sacred Jewish ritual bath, nestled beneath the mosque's surface. This mikveh, a spiritual font during the Second Temple era, emerged as a hallowed space for purification, a precursor to ascending the revered Temple Mount. Why does this discovery resonate so profoundly? It challenges established paradigms, questioning the prevailing belief that an ancient Jewish temple never graced this spot. It's akin to reweaving the threads of history, an expedition where scholars delve into antiquated British records, unveiling a truth that bolsters the existence of an ancient temple at the Temple Mount. But this transcends the realm of archaeology. It's a profound testament to the resilient religious and cultural legacy intricately woven into the very stones of this sacred haven. Imagine chancing upon a long-lost puzzle piece, fundamentally altering our perception of this revered site, casting a radiant glow on its historical and religious import. And if that wasn't spellbinding enough, the recent arrival of red heifers in Israel adds another layer to the unfolding narrative, seamlessly intertwining with the overarching theme of reconstructing the enigmatic Third Temple. The plot deepens, propelling us into an odyssey to unveil the mysteries concealed beneath the surface, a narrative meticulously weaving different strata of history and belief, crafting a tapestry that not only captivates, but also sparks the imagination. As 5 extraordinary red heifers make a grand entrance into Israel, voyaging all the way from a ranch in Texas. Picture these not as your ordinary cows, but as youthful beings under a year old, mandated to maintain an impeccable 100% red hue without any imperfections. Why is this color perfection crucial? If they remain flawlessly red, they assume a pivotal role in the creation of ashes, a fundamental element in Jewish law essential for purifying individuals who have come into close contact with the departed. This purification ritual holds exceptional importance for the imminent duties of the Kohanim priests in the eagerly anticipated Third Temple. Now, let's unravel the step-by-step guide sourced from the Book of Numbers 19. First, meticulously choose a red heifer devoid of any spots. Then, conduct a distinctive procedure, slaughter and burn it outside the camp, incorporating cedar wood, hyssop, and red-dyed wool or yarn into the fire. The resulting ashes are carefully deposited into a container filled with pure water, a sacred amalgamation to cleanse those who have been in proximity to a deceased person. Sprinkle water from the container on them on the 3rd and 7th days of the purification process. Now, for the nitty-gritty details, envision the priest orchestrating the ritual, who, in the process, becomes ritually impure. Following this, he must undergo purification by washing himself and his garments in living water, retaining impurity until evening. These 5 red heifers undergo a minimum of 7 days in quarantine, strictly adhering to the guidelines of the Israel Veterinary Authority. Post-quarantine, They are strategically placed in two distinct locations in Israel, with one location open to the public. These revered beings are nurtured until they reach the age of 3, at which juncture they can be transformed into ashes. Adding a layer of ceremonial grace to this extraordinary arrival, envision a special welcoming event at Ben Gurion Airport when the red heifers touch down in Israel. This unfolding narrative is akin to stepping into a tale that seamlessly intertwines ancient rituals with the logistical intricacies of today, crafting a riveting expedition towards the realization of the Third Temple. Envision a distinctive gathering featuring prominent figures from the Temple Institute, Byron Stinson included, all partaking in a special ceremony. Now brace yourself for the enthralling revelation. Picture this ceremony intricately tied to the Third Temple, where a cadre of priests, known as Kohanim and Levites, recently resurrected ancient rituals. This remarkable event unfolded on October 12th in Jerusalem's historic Old City, commencing at Shahar Hashput. Picture the Kohanim adorned in distinctive attire, accompanied by Levites wielding musical instruments, leading a spirited procession. Envision an eager crowd enthusiastically trailing them to Siloam Springs, an ancient and sacred site. At Siloam Springs, a golden water jug took center stage, capturing water in a ceremony that culminated with the priestly blessing and the Hakel ceremony. Now, here's the captivating revelation. Although the Torah doesn't explicitly mandate water libation, it is an integral part of Moses' oral tradition. This grand spectacle unfolded during the final 6 days of the Sukkot holiday, transforming into a global celebration. Across the globe, people joined Sukkot festivities, turning it into a worldwide day of worship. And here's the thrilling twist. These events seamlessly align with prophecies, envisioning the construction of the Third Temple, fostering anticipation and the realization of ancient biblical predictions. Yet, the mystery doesn't end there. Imagine a trumpet-like sound resonating across central Israel, traversing from bustling cities like Tel Aviv to the serene town of Julis. These enigmatic sounds defied geographical confines, leaving even the adept Israeli law enforcement and military in a state of bewilderment, grappling with an elusive explanation. The mystery deepens, prompting profound questions about the potential significance of these sounds within the unfolding narrative. It's akin to stepping into a narrative where ancient traditions collide with modern-day enigmas, leaving us to ponder the intricate connections that weave through time. Do let us know in the comment section, and if you liked this video, then do give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to share it with your friends and family, and for more thrilling and amazing videos, do subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching. See you in our next video. Till then, stay tuned.